Hey, guess who it is again?
It's Pikachu!
It's
Big Ed?
maybe for the last time in a long time. Hopefully the last time in a long time. You know, Big Ed's fallen off. You know, let's just be honest. Let's just talk about Big Ed's fallen off. You go to like the 9-Day Fiance channel, you know, Gino admits this stuff, you know, 300,000 views, Big Ed, you know, 200,000, you know, 400,000 on these other guys, Big Ed, 200,000, you know, everybody's just over it, man. Everybody, it's played out, man. It's played out.
Yep. The good guy image didn't work, Ed.
People like hated and loved to watch Big Ed on 9-Day Fiance because it was so cringe, because it felt real. And at this point, no one believes anything that's happening. The whole Single Life series almost is just like, it's almost a joke. So we're going to watch this. This is the tell-all. And everyone's going to jump on Big Ed like they always do, because that's what these things are. Big Ed's there, everybody jumps on him, he's the punching bag, and then he talks about therapy. And then hopefully we'll never have to watch another video about him again until something just real juicy happens, which will probably be something like, unfortunately, it'll probably be something like another recorded phone call of him, like, you know, abusing his girlfriend, or hopefully it's not the case, but still. Before we get to all that, please, big guys, please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Check out Buff Pro on YouTube and Twitch, or not even Twitch anymore, just YouTube. All YouTube, right? Just YouTube.
Yeah. On the tubes.
Yeah. You know, we got a second YouTube channel as well, Toasty Games. Check out some gameplay. Let's get this cringe over with. Let's get it over with. Oh.
Let's get him out. Let's get him out.
How about we bring out your fiance? Hi, Liz.
Hello there.
Hi.
They you know, oh yeah, just so much chemistry. Look at that, almost, she don't mess her makeup up, you know, she just gave a little
Wow.
Yeah.
You look
Wow.
great. Good to see you again.
Yes. Nice to see you.
Congratulations on your engagement.
she looks, I don't know, she's just, okay, it's her, I don't know, maybe her body, something about Liz's body language always, like, and it's not, it bothers me, but there's always just something.
Hello there.
I don't know, there's something there. She comes out and she's like kind of, she's not like power walking out there like, heck yeah, I'm hot stuff. She's kind of like, her shoulders are forward. She kind of gives him like a little smooch, and then like she sits down and like she keeps her arms all over the front, like,
Wow.
or maybe she's just trying to keep her skirt down because it's, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't know. All right. Anyway,
Maybe she knows the TLC cameraman.
go watch out for them. Oh, there's my video right there. Hey, yeah. Even my videos about Big Ed get more views than Big Ed getting on their own stuff. Oh, that means they're gonna start claiming everything because they're gonna start getting jelly. Oh no.
Here we go.
All right.
That's all right, Ed. You're done.
I already feel like we're married.
You do?
Yeah.
It's a feeling. Like
They probably already are.
Yeah, honestly.
can I tell him?
Huh.
So on the ride over to the hotel, I guess I was sleeping and I was tooting.
Oh God. All right. Here's them. Can I tell them a story about me farting?
His good guy image.
When you're that comfortable, I think you're in a
He
relationship. Right?
farts all the time.
Oh, no.
All the time.
But I didn't know that. I didn't know he did.
I bought
You mean to tell me he just like leaks out gas all the time and he just don't even know? Like it's just oozing out of him at all times. You know what I'm saying? It's like his aura.
That's the toxicity. The toxicity slipping out of his body.
Exactly.
Dang, that's what it takes to be. That's how you know you're in a comfortable relationship. When you go to sleep and fart in your sleep and have no knowledge of you doing that, that means you're comfortable enough to be, then you're in a relationship.
True.
I guess.
That is true.
Involuntary farting. Yep. That's how it works. And like she's over here making this face. This is the girl farting in jars and went to the hospital. She's like, yeah, but that's my brand, bro. What you talking about? Come on.
Don't steal my stuff. Do not steal my
The
stuff.
last time you two were on the tell-all together, things were very different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Let's take a look back.
Oh boy. I don't know if I'm ready to look back.
I thought they were going to talk about Colt and Big Ed and have like advertise the fight right there. I was getting hyped.
Upcoming on HBO, the fight of the century.
Last time you guys were on stage, then you go into the pre-fight sale right there.
I was streaming and someone in chat was like, "Yo, Ken, would you ever box Big Ed?" And I was like, honestly, no, I would never box Big Ed because there is the slim slim chance that he could get a lucky shot on, hit me around the chin, knock me out, and I would just die. I would just like, no,
Yo,
just kill me now.
I don't know, man. Oh my gosh. Actually, yeah, you're right. Don't do it, kid. Just in case.
Just in case. I mean, I had a jaw surgery now. I don't know how it holds up now. It used to be strong, but I don't know now. Maybe glass.
It used to be impeccable.
Completely left me, and you promised me you wouldn't leave me.
I know that there is a
what? Francesca, is that her name? Yeah, I remember this tell all because Big Ed's over here crying and talking about how he messed everything up, but at the same time macking on this girl the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, you're real sad.
Our time is gone.
look at me.
Ugh, don't.
Okay, look at me.
I'm looking at an asshole right now.
Oh, Debbie's like,
Get your shots in, Debbie. There you go.
After the bloodbath, I mean, the last tell-all, we were broken up for 6 months. She went through hell. I went through hell.
They went through hell. I keep saying, like, it's hell. What is this hell they speak of?
His phone call.
I guess so. Like, the relationship, like,
Petition to get it.
did the relationship linger on and they kept, like, talking to each other and being mad at each other, so it was, like, painful the whole time? Or was it, like, their lack of connection? They weren't together anymore, so it was painful and hurt, you know? What was the hell that they speak of?
I don't know. It was probably her having to sit by and watching Ed Mac on Kaori.
Yeah, or the other chick he took dancing, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was up in LA doing a comedy gig, and when I drove him back to San Diego.
Hang on, let me hear this whole story about the comedy gig. The other question is, Big Ed's doing comedy? Big Ed hasn't ever been funny. Have you seen his YouTube channel?
Seriously.
It is pure cringe. Oh my goodness.
The best thing that ever happened to it was Pauly Shore walked by the store with him, and all said at one time.
All right, okay, so I'm listening to the story about he's going a comedy gig. He was driving Teddy because the story before was Teddy wasn't feeling good, so Big Ed took a nap, and then when he woke up, Teddy was dead. And then there was like another variation of the story too, but I can't remember what that one was. It's been small changes, but now this is like a pretty big one. So let me listen here.
And dropped him off at the vet. It was quiet. So I knew he was gone.
So now he took the dog to the vet. All right, one thing at a time here. I mean, first off, it's his mom's dog. Let's be real, okay? It became his dog for this season of the show. It's just kind of been there for the previous seasons, as far as I can understand. Second of all, if his dog is like, it's obviously been like having a hard time because it's had like pieces of his fur shaved off. Like the vet has been doing things with this dog like the whole season, and he's carrying it around, flying it around, taking it to all over the place. And I mean, do you do that with your sick dog? You take it all over? Maybe it was just like they knew he was going to pass soon, so they're trying to like take him around. Maybe that's what it was. But so this story is he did a comedy gig. Check out his comedy gig, by the way. # Big Ed. Sorry, I didn't throw that out there. Where's his merch at? Where's his merch?
Yeah.
But he was doing a comedy gig in LA, and he drove back, and he went to a vet, and it was quiet, so he knew he had passed. But before, he was just hanging out and took a nap, and then the dog died. And then people have been sending me messages talking about how Big Ed just got drunk and his dog died.
Wow. Wow. I don't even know what's worse. Because, like, if you know your dog is sick and having problems, at the first sign of anything, you should take him to the vet again, right? As opposed to, well, you know what? I'm just going to take a nap.
And another thing, if you go do a comedy show in LA, it's usually, I'd imagine he was like out partying afterwards and having like some drinks and stuff. I doubt he drove anywhere after that. Look, I'm focusing very hard on it because like R.I.P. Teddy. Like Teddy just had a terrible time this whole season. Like Big Ed washed his eyeballs with soap and then drug him all over the world. Well, he was poor sick dog. But anyway, the story it's changing, and that bothers me.
Whatever they got to do to paint Big Ed in the big light, this is the Big Ed redemption story or something, and no one likes it or cares or believes it.
If you're sitting at home and you're wondering, like, Ken, why are you focusing so much on the story of the dog? It's like, we all know Big Ed's a liar and all that. It's not just the story of the dog. It's also the whole narrative that they've been spinning that the dog brought them back together. Like, that's like what made them come back, this pain of losing the dog. Kind of like when he got shot at in Mexico. He had this connection with Kiori. Like the dog dying was what brought them back together. And so it's kind of like the whole thing is the dog passing, right?
Right. Literally.
Yeah.
The show couldn't even continue without the dog.
Yeah, Big Ed's
They
whole
both
story
wouldn't
right
be
now.
there right now.
Yeah. So I guess that's what matters more to me. Okay, well, I'll let him finish. That just bothered me.
My intention wasn't to get her back, but I did want to apologize for being a total asshole.
Yeah, that face that she's making, that's the face that everyone's making. Is like, what?
And then she came over, and we didn't even eat. We just talked almost the whole night.
Oh.
We woke up the first night back.
Wow. Thanks for that.
I knew in my heart that she was for me, but I wanted to hear that from her.
Wow.
Congratulations on engagement. Thank you. It's so beautiful.
Yay, congratulations. Okay, right, okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
The
sure.
golf clap. It just made that poor girl fart right there.
You better watch out.
Yeah, she's probably bottling it up right there on stage after hearing Ed.
He went and showed me the purchase date, the time, my name on the warranty, and it was real. Like, I was like, that ring's actually for me. Yes, I thought it was for some other person.
So you married him. I can't, dude.
I love the trust they have in their relationship. She's like, he got me a ring, but I didn't even believe it's for me. I was like, this is for some other girl, Big Ed, because you're so faithful.
I thought this was for sugar baby number 2.
Yeah.
My therapist was amazing. And she basically sat me down and said, I'm looking at a person that's wounded, that I want to help heal. And I'm like, just...
No, your therapist sat down and said, I'm looking at a narcissist. So you need to make this all about you in some way. So, and then you'll think it's good.
I just forgave her for everything. I realized what an asshole I was, how I treated her, and I just didn't know how to be a boyfriend.
I realized
Old Debbie's over here. She's like, whatever, man, whatever. Like how Teddy's death is also like a moment in time. Like it's a marker. It's like a month before he passed. I forgave her.
Yeah. At Teddy 30,
Yeah.
I like how he's like, I apologize for doing all of these terrible things. Or like he's saying he's sorry for it. And then he's like, and I forgave her. You know what I'm saying? I treated her like this. I did all that, and I forgive her.
I didn't even pick up on that. Yeah, that's why these Big Ed clips are like this is a 7-minute clip and we're going to stretch it out to like a 20-minute video. But like because there's so much like crap to cut through. And that's one of the things, like I forgave her for being, mad at me for being a dickhead. So yeah.
Yeah. What?
Oh.
I realized he realized that how his so-called friends were using him.
So-called friends were
He makes decisions for himself now.
Oh! So it wasn't Big Ed's fault. It was his friend's fault. Well, they showed his friend. They had his friend on the show one time, and his friend just, before he went to see Kiori, right? His friend was like, yeah, Big Ed. Yeah, you're cool. He was all positivity and like, yeah, go do it, Big Ed. Hooray! Is that the friend he had to put in check? He's like, stop telling me that I can do anything because I can't.
Stop being positive. You know it ain't gonna work.
What I recently found out is anytime he broke up with me, it wasn't him messaging me.
It was somebody else writing it for me.
Yeah.
Oh. He just pulled a Gino and it worked. I didn't do that.
I didn't do that. That was somebody else. That phone call she recorded wasn't me either. That wasn't me. You remember that dude that like literally stalked her while she was like left work that one time? Not me. Wasn't me. Somebody else. They were doing that.
Not sure who powerbombed you in the ocean.
Yeah.
I see. I thought I saw a guy, but they was sure wasn't me.
What? All right.
What?
Yeah. What?
It's crazy.
But I'd rather keep them. I'd rather keep it anonymous.
I'd rather not say who it is because they're totally real. They don't want to.
Yeah.
Gave someone your phone to text Liz and break up with her or tell her you weren't interested or whatever it was?
Like that face she made, like, what?
Telling me that she's wrong for you. She shouldn't be.
So no real answer. Just vague.
She's wrong for you.
I mean, it's actually even worse. It's actually even worse. It's not better. Like, I guess they see it as some kind of deflection to save face, but it's even worse. Can you imagine? That is so stupid. Who says it was a he? It's probably his freaking side chick over there doing it, you know?
You're right. It was Sugar Baby 2.
Oh my God.
Sometimes I would ask for him to write it.
Oh, him. Okay. Ask for him to write it.
Or because I'm not that, my grammar, I'm not that smart.
My grammar. It's my grammar. My grammar. I needed someone to proofread it before I hit send.
Will you break up with her for me in your words, not mine?
Oh my God!
What just happened,
dude? Is this Big Ed's LA comedy act he's doing right now? Is he giving us?
I
some
think
of
it is.
Because this is a joke.
This is the comedy special,
dude.
The 7-minute special.
Whoever you pay or is stupid enough to do it for free is like, hey, can you break up with my broad for me?
Well,
I just out there and left her. I don't want to write a long message, and my grammar ain't too good.
Oh, look at Colt. He's all G'd out. Look at him.
Yeah.
Colt just changed.
Yeah, Colt's changed. Wait, weren't you telling me that Colt and Vanessa aren't together anymore?
Someone sent me that. Yeah, they sent me some sort of story. He said they aren't together no more.
No, we didn't keep up with their story this time around because, to be honest, the whole Single Life series has been pretty much just awful. It was all about Debbie, and Debbie just wanted to bang everything, and that's all she talked about, and it was just, whatever. Like, we lost interest in it, and so we didn't really get to keep up with Vanessa and Colt's story. But everyone's telling us now that they've split, and they're blaming Debbie.
Yeah, that's what the headline was. It was like, it split because of Debbie.
Man. But Colt pulled the ultimate move, though. Everything was falling apart, and he hit her with the ring, and it worked.
That's what I'm saying. He reeled it back in. I can't believe he blew it.
He hit her with the milady and everything.
Milady.
Yo, what if Debbie was the one thing that was reeling her in and keeping her there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when he kicked her out, that was it.
Yeah, Dave's like, no. Do you think Debbie was on Colt's phone breaking up with him? That's what it was. Just like, Big Ed. Because that's a real situation.
This was then, and this is 6 months
stated.
later where we're at now.
Oh my God.
This guy just sits there laughing. He's like,
If we don't marry him for a while, at least don't marry him.
We could have already been married, and we're not doing
Liz, you
that.
gotta wake up.
uh-oh. Mama's coming out. She's like, girl, you can eat a...
No.
So it's like, don't get married. And she says, we could have already been married. So I guess she's trying to say that we're waiting because we could have already been married. Yeah, everybody could have already been married. It's not like, okay, anyway.
Right.
And you're not in love with her. You're using her. You are desperate.
Who's not?
You're desperate.
Come on, Big Ed, stand up. If you love her, stand up for her, He's like, well, who's not desperate?
Right.
Dude.
Because it keeps it about him right there. It's got to keep it about him.
Oh.
You don't think Ed is in love with Liz?
Oh, hell no.
No one can tell you who to love. No one knows what's in your... How do you know what's in my heart?
He doesn't defend any of it. He just goes along with it. How do you know? How do you know me like that? How do you know? Wait a minute. Let me call my person that sends my text messages and see what they have to say about this.
Yo, get ready to text Debbie after this. She ain't gonna be no sugar baby no more.
Brain together that he was out sniffing around for somebody that would appreciate him and say yes. The only reason he wasn't with those women is because they turned him down.
That is... Thank you, Debbie.
Wow.
Debbie knows.
Wow.
Debbie knows.
Debbie does.
Yeah. Well...
Dang.
I mean, they turned him down, but we also decided, I think, was it the last time we watched anything on Big Ed, that was all just fake anyway, and him and Liz have been together the entire time? Yeah, that was last time. Yeah. That was just for the show. Like, there were no romantic interest. They were just hanging out. That's all any of that was.
Right.
I think Ed fucked up, and he was blasted all over the internet for it. He came back crying, and he gave her the biggest gift he could think of, and that is an engagement.
So I agree with that the internet blew it up, because we did. We blew it up. There was all this backlash, and the entire season has been like this really crappy effort to have some kind of a redemption arc. Like, it's like,
right,
I went to therapy and I looked for love in all the wrong places, and then this terrible thing happened to me, and I knew I had to change, and I went back to her and said, sorry, it's all your fault, I forgive you. I wasn't the bad guy. It was my friend that I would hand my phone that I tell all my relationship secrets to that doesn't have any business knowing any of that stuff. And they break up for me because I'm a good guy. It's so sad. I mean, that's why the views on like all the clips of like the Big Ed stuff are so low, because nobody cared. Nobody's buying it. Everyone's just like, whatever, man. This is just...
Nobody does.
Yeah. Halfway through like watching these clips and like making a series out of it, I realized that we were wasting our time too. Got to finish it. I wanted to finish it out, because there's just so much hate in my heart for all this that's going on.
I'm getting pissed off.
I know, but
Oh my God, Liz, you're smarter than this. Once you wake up and smell the coffee, because you're too smart for this, Liz. You're smart.
That was her thinking about it. She's like,
No, the thing about it too, I always like to look at like the little details about how people speak. I don't know why. Like, I'm not like some psychologist or anything like that, but did they ever say no to any of these allegations that were thrown at them? Did they ever say no? They just like moved it to different things. Right. Debbie's over there like, you did this because you're desperate, and Big Ed's like, who's not desperate?
Right.
It's so funny how Ed never cries tears. He doesn't. He never. His eyes get watery because he does like the I'm crying for movies thing. Yeah. Man. Big Ed using Dead Dog for Sympathy is Sickening. Yeah. I mean, there's more. There's more to the show. It's like the whole like tell-all is like 2 hours long, and I didn't want to go through it, so we just took the 7-minute clip out to kind of like pretty much sum up the whole thing. And there's the other couples, but like I said, I don't really care anything about anybody else that was on the show this season, because I don't know. The new couples are far more interesting. Like the whole Gino thing, and even some of the ones we haven't done are way more interesting than any of their superstar 90 Day Fiance people that are just there to chill out their normal stuff. Right. That's my opinion of the whole thing. If you work for Discovery or TLC and you watch this video, that's how I feel about it. You should do a better job, because it was pretty trash. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. I really think that Lord of the Rings is more real than Big Ed's story. To be honest with you.
Oh man! What do you mean? The Lord of the Rings is real, okay? We're living in the time of man now. They were fighting for the time of man in that movie, in that story.
That is true.
The history. It happened. We live in that now, because all the elves and the wizards they sailed off, and they're somewhere out. It's flat Earth, so they sailed off the world, and now it's real.
So maybe are they coming back in forms of machines and computers?
Oh my God,
that's kind of magic.
Wait, weren't the dwarves originally mechanical, and then they were given life? Anyway, that's a bunch of Tolkien lore. All right. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think about it. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. Say toast to my friends, and I love you. But I forgive you for being you.
Man, I'm glad Big Ed's done.